Hi. So Mr. Newt is on his way home. He's actually been visiting his mother for the week. I randomly decided that I wanted to make him a friendship bracelet. So I have these two colors picked out, and my plan is to do the wave friendship bracelets. I haven't made one of these in years, and I just remembered that I had like all this embroidery floss, so I was like, well, why not? I'm going to attempt to make this now and hopefully not completely wreck it. Okay, so this is what I have so far. I basically just started at the beginning of the bracelet. So I just made my knot, and then this is going to be tied to the other end of it, and then I have my two strings. So hopefully it's enough string, and hopefully this is going to work out. I don't know anything about doing these. I haven't done them in so long, so we'll see how this goes. So this is what I have so far, and it's not looking very good. I think I'm going to have to start this over and maybe do it on like an actual hard surface. It's not really looking like a wave, so I think I'm going to have to start this one over. So that did not go very well. I'm going to try again, and I'm going to do a simpler bracelet using these two colors, just the orange and the yellow, and I'm going to do like a wraparound twist type of a bracelet. So that's what I have started here, because the wave was like, it said advanced, thinking that I can do a better job than all these tweens that can pump out friendship bracelets like nobody's business. I don't know as though I've ever successfully made one. I recall making them, and I have all the embroidery floss to make them, but I don't have any to show for it. So I'm going to try to make this one now, and it's going to be like summer themed, and we're going to see how this one goes. I know how to do the knots. I watched the tutorial how to do this like 2 seconds before I started doing it, and now I'm filming, so I can't watch the tutorial. Also, I probably should have been like counting my knots so that I have an even amount, because I did not do that. This is what I have so far. So you can see it's kind of, that's why it's called a wraparound, because you just make like one knot and then it slowly wraps around. So now I'm going to move on to the orange color. I'm pretty sure this is the knot you're supposed to be doing for this, but my fingers keep wanting to do a different type of knot. Like, I think it's called a backwards knot, and I don't know why. Also, this is probably not the correct hand positioning to be doing this, but I also don't care. I really don't think I'm doing this right. And I also should have been counting how many knots I was doing so that these colors would be even, and I definitely did not do that. This one is definitely coming together better than the other one I was doing. That did not work at all. Alright, that looks about the right length. So now I'm gonna switch back over to yellow. You guys might be able to hear the creepy ice cream man coming soon. Last night he was playing creepy Christmas carols, so that was really cool. And he parked right at the end of my road, so I get to hear him for like 30 minutes. It's really great. Am I too scared to go get ice cream from him? Yes. Maybe I should make him an ice cream bracelet and tell him to please stop playing creepy Christmas carols when he's driving around my neighborhood. It's also getting like progressively hotter on this deck because the sun just bakes this area in the afternoon. I was actually freezing this morning. The nice thing about this bracelet is even though it's going to be like wicked imperfect, nobody's gonna be able to tell unless they were looking right at the bracelet and like had been doing these bracelets like their entire life. She's my dragon. Okay, so I went to the craft store, I went to Michael's to try to find friendship bracelets, and I found them, but I also found this thing, which is called the loop-de-doo, and it's basically a loom, and you can make all these styles of bracelets on them, and I actually like these styles way better than the friendship bracelets. This is actually exactly what I was looking for. You should have seen me in the store. I saw this and I basically fell over and died. So I was like so excited. So we're gonna open up now and see what's inside of this thing. Oh, they give you some
embroidery floss. They give you some floss with some different colors. And then this is the loom, which I have no idea how to use at all. I think this is just for storage. Just kind of slides in there. And then somehow, here's this. This looks like these are like some of the bracelets that you can make. It looks like they give you some patterns and stuff. Interesting. Well, I'd like to start off with an easy one. I'm kind of thinking I want to do this one because it's kind of similar to this one that I made yesterday, only it's just like a little flat. Okay, so you first start off, you make a knot on one side of the loom, and then you wrap around your string or strings to however thick you want your bracelet to be. And then you have to do this special type of a knot on one end, and then once you have that, you're ready to go. Start twisting the knob, and the embroidery floss just kind of does its own thing. As you can see, it moves along. You basically just have to guide it. And I decided to start out, I wanted to do an easier one, so just a flat one color just to see how it goes. And if you do mess up like you see here, you can easily just back up and start over again. And then once you're done, you just tie a knot at the end to secure it, and then you cut off all your strings that you have remaining, so they're all about the same length, and there's your bracelet. Then you just have to tie it off. I just YouTubed some videos to try to find what was the easiest tie-off method. So you basically just make a knot, and then you make another knot. And then you snip off the end pieces here. I like adjustable bracelets, and I found this really cool way to make them adjustable. It seems to work best when you don't have a lot of string, so it was a little harder when I tried bracelets with more strands of string, but this one went on really well and it was perfect. As you can see there, I also have a green one that I did before I did the blue one. Next, I'm going to be using these three colors, which looked exactly like sherbet ice cream to me, which I thought was hilarious. So this one, I'm going to be doing the color block one that I showed earlier that I wanted to do. This is the more intermediate one. So you gather up all your strings and you make it as thick as you want, and then you just start off with your first color. This was a little hard to get started because you have however many colors you want on your bracelet. You have to have them, they're kind of like free flowing, so you can see the other pink and the yellow strings. They're just kind of, they're more loose because they're not secured on the other end because you have to use them to block out your color. So after I finished the first color, then I went on to yellow and then pink, and then once I got going, it wasn't too difficult. You just have to tie a knot at the end of each color after you finish it to kind of secure it off. And then you just grab your next color and you do the same thing over again. And then finally, we're going to do this twisted one. So I use this kind of like mint green and a regular color green, and you just take the two that you want to use, your two strands, and you twist them as you go, and you just feed it down through, and it just makes this cool twisty type of a pattern, as the name suggests. And these are the finished bracelets. They're so pretty. And then also really randomly, I finished Slewfoot, and this was absolutely amazing. I love this book so much. And a sneak preview to my next video, I got this roll top desk from my mom, and I'm going to be decorating it and getting it ready for my studio. But thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you have a wonderful day or night, and we'll see you in our next video. Bye!